Hi again. Right now seems like the perfect time to take a step back from learning about data analytics, so you can get excited about what comes after you're done here. The road to finding a job can be challenging, but you're building up your skill set and learning what it takes to be a data analyst. In this video, we'll cover what you can expect from your job search, plus some tips to using your newfound skills and knowledge to make your search easier. I remember when I first started out, I reached out to as many people as I could to learn about their career paths, their companies, and their roles. I wanted to get a good idea of what to expect. And that's what we're doing now, giving you an idea of what to expect during your own job search. It's important to remember that everyone's search will be different. It might depend on where you live, what your interests are within the field, and personal preferences, like the type of work environment you feel comfortable in. This is all part of making this journey your own, as you hunt for a job that's perfect for you. The most common way to start is by checking out available jobs. There's a lot of job sites that are built specifically for people seeking employment. You can also go to company websites, where they usually post job listings too. These sites might even have an option to send you an alert when a role matching your search becomes available. Once you find a few that you like, do some research to learn more about the companies and the details about the specific positions you'll be applying for. Then you can update your resume or create a new one. You'll want it to be specific and reflect what each company is looking for. But you can definitely have a master resume that you tweak for each position. It can also help to create a spreadsheet with all of your experiences and accomplishments to help you decide what to include in your resume for each position. If you're using a professional networking site like LinkedIn, you might already have connections who can help you with your job search. Maybe you know someone who can write a referral for you, or knows of a job within their company that would suit you. And even if you don't have any luck with your connections, you can also reach out to employees of the companies you're interested in. They might be able to give you some insight on the best ways to highlight your skills and experience when applying. And it's okay if they don't write back. Keep trying. This is probably a good time to tell you of the most challenging part of a job search: hearing the word no. You'll probably hear it a lot, and that's 100% okay. It's part of everyone's experience, especially when switching career paths. People you reach out to might not be able to help you. Companies you would love to work for might not have any openings. Jobs you applied for might be filled by someone else, and that's all part of the process. The key is to stay focused. Don't get discouraged. And above all else, believe in yourself. Okay, speech over. But don't forget it, or I'll be forced to give more speeches. So back to your search. If the company you're applying to is interested, your first point of contact might be a recruiter. A recruiter might also reach out to you based on their own research. They may find your professional profile online and think you're a good match for a position. Speaking of which, that's another reason to keep building and refreshing your online profile. Recruiters are there to make sure you're a legitimate candidate for the job posted in the description. So when you talk with the recruiter, whether on the phone, online, or in person, be professional and personable. It's natural to feel nervous here, so it can help to refer back to your resume to wow them with your knowledge of the data analytics industry. And remember, recruiters are also looking for someone, and they're hoping it'll be you. Here's another tip. Using technical terms like SQL and clean data will show recruiters that you know what you're doing. Recruiters probably won't go into too much detail about the ins and outs of the job, but they want to see that you know what you're talking about. They might also give you prep materials or other recommendations. Take advantage of these because recruiters want you to do well. Next up is usually the hiring manager. This is the most important step. The hiring manager's job is to evaluate whether you have the ability to do the work and whether you'd be a good fit for their team. Your job is to convince them that yes, you do, and yes, you would be. A good thing you can do here is use LinkedIn or other professional sites to research the hiring managers or even other analysts who have a similar role to the one you're applying for. The more information you have about the job, the better your chances of actually getting it. You should also use this opportunity to ask lots of questions to help you figure out if the company's a good fit for you. You can do this when you talk to recruiters, too. Now, if the hiring manager sees you as a fit, it's very possible you'll have at least one more interview. The point of these interviews is to give your future stakeholders and teammates a chance to decide if you're the best candidate for the position. The next step is the best step. If all goes well, you'll get an official offer. Usually by phone first and maybe followed by an official letter. At this point, feel free to celebrate, call everyone, and celebrate some more. But even if it's your dream job, make sure it's a competitive offer before you sign. Remember, if they reach out to you with an offer, that means they want you as much as you want them. If you're interviewing at other places, you can leverage this to figure out if negotiating for a more competitive offer is possible. You should also research salaries, benefits, vacation time, and any other factors that are important to you for similar jobs. If you can show specific research like company X gives Y amount more for the same role, there's usually some room to negotiate your salary, vacation days, or something else. Keep in mind, you'll need to find a balance between what you want, what they want to give you, and what's fair. So know your own worth, but also understand that the company hiring you has already placed a certain value on your role. Okay, let's say that everything works out, and you're happy with the negotiated deal and excited to join your new team. Even then, hit pause and give yourself at least 2 weeks before you officially start. Why? Well, if you're already employed somewhere else during your job search, it's customary and polite to give at least a 2-week notice at your old job before starting at the new one. Plus, it's good to give yourself a break before starting your exciting new adventure. You've earned it. By now, you should have a pretty good idea of what to expect when you start your data analyst job search. Coming up, we'll talk more about building your resume. See you in the next video.